This video is to explain and demonstrate the proper procedures for setup and maintenance of a Rena Filstar XP canister filter. The Filstar XP canister filter offers several setup options, making it adaptable to fit your individual needs, and includes features that set it apart from all other canister filters. First, open the box and remove the parts tray. Remove the filter. Note that for shipping purposes, the filter's motor will not be attached to the canister like the one in the video is. Now let's inspect the filter. It should contain the appropriate number of baskets according to the model number. The top basket should appear exactly like the one in this video, complete with the lid. The lid of your filter should contain black foam pads. There are two types of foam, a coarse one and a fine one. The coarse foam should always go in first and the fine one on top. The foams always go into the bottom basket of your filter. For an XP1, use only two foam pads, one fine and one coarse one. The separation grid is then placed above the foam pads to allow room for other filter media. For all other models, 4 pads may be used. If 4 pads are used, no separation grid is needed. These are Biochem stars, the best biological filter media for your XP. The stars should be placed after your foam pad. Use the separation grid if any other filter media will share the same basket with them. The top basket of an XP will have a lid, 2 separation grids, and a microfiltration pad. The Biochem should go into the bottom portion of this top basket. Remove the pouch from the plastic bag and rinse it before placing it in the basket. The final separation grid should be attached to the basket lid to reduce clogging. Place the baskets together in the canister. They should nest together snugly without resistance. Make certain the baskets are seated properly. Never move or lift your canister by the clips. This could damage the filter and will void the warranty. Always attach the motor first before moving the filter. We recommend that the clamps be fastened at opposite corners. The lid should clamp down easily without having to be pushed down. If there is resistance, realign the baskets. Now it's time to open the parts tray. The inlet and outlet parts are both in the same tray. We'll start by assembling the blue inlet parts. Put these together as shown. Ideally, the inlet strainer will be about 4 inches from the bottom of your aquarium gravel. Just use the number of extension tubes that your setup needs to do this. Next, attach the flexible tubing to the inlet parts. It will take some effort to insert the inlet pipe into the hose. Fasten the hose in place with one of the included hose clamps. Attach the suction cups to the tubing clips. These attach to the inlet and outlet parts to hold them in place on your aquarium. Outlet parts may be assembled according to your aquarium's specific needs. Both the spray bar and the power jet nozzle can be used with or without the flow control valve. The outlet part should be pushed together until a click is heard. The hoses are attached to the outlet parts using the same method as the inlet parts. The outlet part should be held in place with the suction cups just as the inlet parts were. When attaching the hoses to the filter, be sure to attach each hose to the inlet and outlet barbs of the corresponding color. Place the filter in its permanent position to measure the hoses. Check the length it takes them to reach the inlet and outlet barbs, then add 4 more inches. Before cutting, double check to be sure that the length is correct. If it's cut too short or too long, could cause a malfunction. For proper function of your XP filter, it is imperative that the motor be at least 24 inches below the aquarium water surface. A distance of less than 24 inches will cause problems with water flow. Slide the hoses about 1.5 inches onto the barbs. Double check that the inlet and outlet pipes are attached to the barbs to their corresponding colors. Use the remaining 2 hose clamps to anchor them into place. Now it's time to prime your Filstar XP filter. Lift the handle of the quick disconnect valve. This will keep water from entering the canister filter. Next, remove the fill cap from the inlet pipe and place the priming funnel as shown. Now pour water into the pipe until it's full. Then replace the cap. The handle of the quick disconnect valve can now be lowered. This will start a siphon from the aquarium, filling the canister. After 2 minutes, you can plug in your filter. It should begin pumping water immediately. To service a Filstar filter, first unplug it. Then lift the quick disconnect valve, carefully pulling it free of the unit. The canister can now be easily carried to a sink or other work area using the handles at the edge of the motor housing. Open the unit and pour out the water. Remember, never hold the unit by the clips. Now remove all the baskets. Wash the foam pads until the water runs clear, squeezing them to remove buildup. Put the foam back into the baskets in the correct order. Remember, the coarse foam goes on the bottom. The biochem stars, or ceramic rings, should be lightly rinsed with aquarium water, not tap water, at this time as well. The microfiltration pad at the top should be replaced each time you clean the filter and not reused. Now replace all the baskets back into the canister in their original order. Remember, the foam basket must go in first. Make sure all the baskets are seated properly and aligned. Never fill your canister with water before reattaching the motor top. Now the filter can be returned to its original place under your aquarium. Put the quick disconnect valve back into the filter and pull the lever down. This will allow the canister to refill itself from water from the aquarium. Now, after waiting 2 minutes for the filter to reprime itself, plug in your filter. Thanks for watching. You'll soon see the difference the Filstar Advanced Filtration System makes in creating a cleaner, healthier environment for your fish and aquarium.